welcome to my book space. For today's video, I thought it would be really fun to do a little bit of a comparison because lots of fun things have happened since I was last on here with you guys. Some you're probably aware of if you follow me on Instagram, but if you don't follow me, you won't know what I'm talking about. And then there's a few more things that will be coming this year that I haven't been able to announce just yet. So that's really fun. But one new thing that has happened, I got my first Kindle. In case you couldn't tell by the sounds that just left my body, I'm very excited. This is the new 2024 Kindle Paperwhite. Raspberry, of course, because I am a pink girly through and through. It is literally my whole aesthetic, my favorite color. So yeah, I had so much fun decorating this. I am an ARC reader daily. Like I'm just like my one of my things that I do every week. I'm always reading ARCs and reviewing, and I absolutely love it. I'm very passionate about it. And up until now, I have been using the Kindle app on my iPad. So I just got my very first Kindle. Like I have never been a Kindle girly. Like I called myself a Kindle girly because I used the Kindle app. So I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm reading on a Kindle. I'm reading from Kindle Unlimited, all that fun stuff. But in all seriousness, I didn't have an actual Kindle, but hey, I mean, I felt like I was part of the club because I still got all the benefits from Kindle. I just couldn't say I actually had a Kindle itself. So yeah, I just wanted to sort of compare the experiences. If you are thinking about getting a Kindle for yourself for the very first time or gifting it to someone, maybe you know a reader, I thought I would do a little bit of a video on the difference between the two. Okay, so I am an ARC reader on the daily. Like I said, I read all the time. That has become my life, and I absolutely love it. I've wanted a Kindle for over a year, but I never would purchase one for myself because they are a bit pricey. So I was just like, no, it's not a necessity right now. I don't need it. I can use my Kindle app just fine. You do not need a Kindle to read, to be an e-reader. You do not need a Kindle device. They are not a necessity, but if you have the means and want to purchase one, I highly recommend it because, not to be dramatic, but this little device has changed my life in the short time that I've had it. So I just want to compare a little bit of the differences between reading the Kindle app on iPad or another platform like a mobile device versus having an actual Kindle itself. I loved reading on my iPad. It was a lot of fun, and naturally it was a big screen, and I did love that. Now, it was really, really fun, and I'm going to talk about the positives of reading on an iPad with the Kindle app, for example. I have not actually had the Kindle app on my phone, or so I can't really compare it to that. I don't know if everything works the same over there, but for iPad, this has been my experience. I have a whole little cup of highlighters here where I read physical books, where my ever-growing bookshelf, and this is just one of my bookshelves. So I love to annotate, I love to highlight, and I absolutely love, especially when I'm reading a physical copy, I have this like little quirk, I guess, about myself. I love to match my highlighters to the book cover. So that was one really fun positive of the iPad and Kindle app because it has like, I think it's around 4 colors. There's like pink, blue, yellow, and orange that you can choose to highlight. So that was a really fun thing. I love that, and I love how easily you can find all of your annotations collected at the top. Like, and it breaks it down to what chapter, and it's a bigger, like I said, it's a bigger screen, it's a bigger device, so you can see and access it a lot simpler, I guess you would say, a lot simpler, a little bit easier than on Kindle, but you can still do the same over there too, in effect. So that was one thing that I really loved and had fun with, was every time I would like be art reading on my iPad, I'd be like, oh, this color is blue, so I'm going to use blue highlights. Or I think pink is just like the fun romance color, so I would use it for like fun rom-coms, fun romances, like shout out Morgan Elizabeth, like I love her so much, and her covers are pink, so that was just like a match made in heaven. So I love that. And whereas on, now going back to the Kindle Paperwhite, Kindles are a lot easier on your eyes. Therefore, the screen is black and white. That's why they just came out with the kind of color soft. I was sort of tempted to get the color soft, but then reviews started rolling in with mixed opinions, and I was just like, I think it would be fun to have everything be in color, but I would rather have the device be a color itself and get something that I know has great reviews for my very first Kindle. Like if you have another Kindle and want to try the color soft to have both, that is, that would be really fun, and you probably would really enjoy it. But for me, being my only Kindle, I wanted to splurge and get something that I knew had great reviews. And it's also pink because look how pretty. But yeah, like I was saying, so the screen is black and white. I'm just gonna wake it up here. So, for example, this is All the Missing Pieces by Catherine Cowles. She is one of my favorite authors, one of my favorite people, and she is an absolute sweetheart. I love her books. I got to ARC read this one for her, and it was my very first ARC read from Catherine, and I was so beyond excited, so beyond excited. I absolutely loved this read. I ate it up. So I just like went back to the beginning for you so you could see like what the cover would look like on Kindle. I will put the cover insert like somewhere around in here so you can compare, like see what it would actually look like. It's got all the pretty colors in it and they're vibrant, but then on Kindle everything is black and white. So like I said, that is very helpful though when it comes to your eyesight, because that is another thing that I have noticed. This has been a lifesaver on my eyes. Oh my gosh. Like people were saying that, while the iPad works great, it doesn't compare to what a Kindle will do for you as far as your reading experience. So yeah, that's the only thing. And like on Kindle, highlights are black and white. They're all black and white, and the screen is a little bit smaller naturally, but you can adjust the font, adjust the size, and have like your own customized experience. So that's really fun. But yeah, so that was the thing that was different. That's the one feature in the iPad that is not there for Kindle. So like all your highlights will be black and white, gray, whatever you want to call it, because that is what this is all about. So yeah, I really like that about the iPad. I think it's a fun feature. I think it's really fun how you can see all of your highlights collected, very easily find it, navigate it. I was recently helping do a content pull for a project, and we was going through and finding quotes, and so I was looking to like get them all gathered on my Kindle, and I was just like, this is kind of hard because like it was very easy, which like I said, I'm new to the Kindle, but it's very easy for me to lose my place and what chapter where they all were collected. So that is one other perk of using the Kindle app on the iPad. It's bigger, it's broader, whereas the Kindle, you had to focus a little bit more to keep up with what chapter, because I was like writing some down that I found, for example, in chapter 7, but oh wait, they were in chapter 6. I just scrolled ahead. So you just gotta be careful. So like you can still have all the same effect with this, but that's two major differences in the devices. I mean, like I said, you can do everything with the app, but there was just something about having an actual Kindle itself. It's very tiny, like it will easily fit in like normal sized purses, handbags, tote bags. That was a plus for me. And then you have the whole customization part of it. I bought the raspberry paperwhite, like I said, because I'm a pink lover. So I just got like one of these cheap clear cases off of Amazon. It was like $6. And so I took some of my favorite stickers. I put all of them on the inside of the case, face down, so they would be like facing outward. So you could like with the design facing the clear case, and then the backing facing my Kindle. So I left the backing on there. I did not take off any of the paper exposing the adhesive because I didn't want it to stick to my Kindle. I didn't want it to stick to my case. I want to be able to take them out, switch them out, change up my designs, reuse them, use them for other bookish projects, etc. So that's how I did it. And a lot of people I've seen also uses double-sided tape if you find that slide around a bit. But so far that has not actually happened with mine, and I have been using this thing every day and every night. And they're all still basically where I placed them. And another thing, which is really fun, pop socket. This thing is amazing, and this one is emotional support Kindle. I absolutely love it so much. Oh my gosh. So this was so fun for me to like decorate myself. I've always been crafty. I've always loved design. I've always loved scrapbooking, all of it, sewing. So like creating things was just fun for me. There's inserts that you can get. I have a few myself, which I haven't got to use yet because I just got this, like I said. But I'm very excited to switch everything up, and it's really easy to do. And like, by the way, I will link the shops of where some of these cutie patooties have come from because I have like 3 different brands of stickers in here, as well as some that was given to me from like friends and family. So this is sort of just like a potluck of sticker goodness, bookish merch that you need in your life. I will link all shops down below that I did get some of these from. And the pop socket is from 256 Craft Company. I will put them down below as well in the description of this episode, as well as my discount codes if you would like to get some percentage off of your order. So yeah, that's basically just my take on the Kindle versus the Kindle app. Just to sort of summarize everything, I have been talking a lot, but I'm just very excited. The iPad is great with the Kindle app. It's very easy to use, it's very navigational friendly. It is most of the time, a lot of people might already have an iPad, so therefore they don't take any additional purchases. You have it already on hand, or if you are purchasing it, you can use it for like other platforms as well. So like if you work and you need it for email, like it's all in one place. So that's really great. That's really helpful. Like I said, you have the colorful highlights, you have the colorful covers, you get to see all the pretty. So that's a plus. Of course, it's a bigger screen. You can prop it up easily. So I loved all those aspects about it. So those are all some fun pros of the iPad. Now, a couple of the cons is it is big, it is more bulky, it don't easily fit into a handbag or a purse. It does fit into a tote bag, but it is also heavy. I used to prop it up, like I like to read in bed at night, and I would prop it up like I have one of those kickstand cases for it, and I would literally put it on my stomach and have to move it because it actually hurt the longer I read. So that is a con, and then it is bright. So like while you can adjust the warmth in the screen brightness, it still isn't actually made for reading, if that makes sense. Like the iPad is for like all functionality and all applications, so it wasn't just like tailored for readers. So therefore, it is a little bit more harsh on your eyes, gonna glare in the sun, and all that. So that's some short pros and cons to summarize the iPad. Now to shortly summarize the Kindle. Like I said earlier, this has changed my life. I've only had this for like a little over a week, and the difference, I can already tell so much. Not only is it fun and so exciting and creative to decorate it, figure out what you want it to look like, but it is very handy. It will fit easily into your purse, it will fit into a tote bag. You can take it with you to a coffee shop, you can take it with you in the car. I get motion sickness, so unfortunately can't read in the car without complications. So that doesn't help me. And then a lot of people I actually also know, speaking of motion and the things I can't do due to motion sickness, um, will even like walk on a treadmill while reading this bad boy. So that's a plus. It's really fun because it's waterproof. So any like if you want to like take it to the bathtub and like put it on a stand, you can do that. So that's another pro. And like I said, it is so much better on my eyes because I literally have went to sleep reading every night. Like that's my downtime because it don't have no bright screens to wake you up, bright glares on your eyes. It don't hurt, it don't strain as bad, and it's literally just so easy. And so it's very calming, and I've just been loving doing that at night. It's like my nightly ritual now. So that's a pro. Just like so much easier. I mean, it is easier, and like I said, it's not a necessity if you want to read digitally and be an e-reader because you can do it in other options in other ways. But if you have the means and if you think you would enjoy one, I cannot recommend it enough because there's no going back for me. I use my iPad to like I said go through and see all of my annotations together when I was like gathering them for a content pool project, but like just looking through your annotations and highlights, this would do just fine. It was just bigger and easier for me to access, so that's what I did over there. But for reading, I have not sat down and read on my iPad since getting this because this is just a game changer. And another thing which you can also have with an iPad or Kindle is Kindle Unlimited. I think it's like $11.99 a month. I don't know. It's somewhere around in there. I'm not even for sure. But a lot of options, like that's what happened with this. If you get a new Kindle device, you can have the choice at checkout and you can get it with 3 months free of Kindle Unlimited for the exact same price. So that was a plus, and I'm very happy about that because Kindle Unlimited has some of the greats on there. Like, it's no limited library. Like, you got amazing works by indie authors. You got so many options. Like, it's insane. So many different authors, so many different genres. You can find so much on there, like some of my absolute favorite books, some of my absolute favorite authors. And like, I can't even think of them all right now off the top of my head, but like, I know some of them. Like, Lauren Blakely has books on there. Danny Ryan has books on there. The Morelli Sisters series, which is some of my absolute favorite books of all time. They are right on the shelf up here. It is absolutely amazing, the collection that you get. Just go on there and like deep dive into your author's backlogs and see what you can find because there's so much on there. Yeah, so definitely get that option at checkout if you think you would enjoy it because it's literally the same price. And so yeah, that is another plus for the Kindle as well as the app. So yeah, I just wanted to make this one video because I absolutely love these types of videos, and so I was like, okay, I got my very first Kindle. This would be such a fun video to film and compare the two because I didn't really know the differences between a Kindle and an iPad all the way. I mean, I heard like opinions and stuff, but like when you actually have it to see for yourself, you see like what a difference it makes. I hope this video helped you. I hope you learned a little bit more about both devices, whatever your preferred method of reading. I should really just fix a blooper reel at this point. Whatever your preferred method of reading is, each is valid, each is wonderful. It's literally down to personal preference. So I hope this was able to enlighten you a little bit, and I hope you enjoyed. If you guys liked it, please feel free to like and leave a comment down below because I would love to meet you in the comments and say hi. Subscribe to my channel if you like this and would like to see more fun reading vlogs and author chats. I have multiple in the works and scheduled that will be coming out. Bookspace Chatter. I'm very excited to start creating content for you guys over here again. So thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I'll see you next video. Bye.